What is going on, everybody? Alex here, Nickens Lawn and Landscape. So this week is my crazy week. I've been waking up every morning about 3 o'clock, 3:15, somewhere in that range, getting to the shop super early, most days before 4 o'clock, and I'm just really trying to button up everything we got going on. We're using January as our month to get all of our equipment maintained, get everything ready to rock and roll. Then I'm going to spend February working on advertising. Of course, both of these months, January and February, if it snows, we got to get out and do what we got to do. But I'm not really scheduling hardly any work unless it's something that's quick or unless it's something that's an emergency. That's really the only way that I'm going to be doing anything. And I've had Nick in the past couple of weeks just helping me get all of this stuff taken care of, trying to get all this equipment ready to go. We're going through everything 100%. Basically gonna pull out one piece of equipment at a time, or one tool, whatever you want to call it, analyze it 100%. Anything that is a problem or looks to be a problem in the future is going to get taken care of right now, and just make sure that we're ready to rock and roll come 2020, because last year we didn't do this enough, I'll say, or I didn't take it as seriously as I am this year, and it kind of bit us in the butt because we had a lot of breakdowns right away. Most of them avoidable, most of them catchable. Of course, not every time you're going to predict something, but a lot of times if you take a piece of equipment and you just look it over really good, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're looking at, you know your industry, you can kind of tell when it's time to take care of some stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing in January. I think it's January 15th today. So we're halfway through. I got 2 weeks basically to get all of this stuff taken care of, and it's overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff to do. So I'm gonna kind of walk through the shop real quick with you. It'll be somewhat of a shop update video today as well, but I'm gonna go through everything and kind of show you what we're looking at. I'm doing this for myself too, but this is the way everything looks. This is the way the equipment looks. This is the way all the storage looks. We're gonna be redoing all of this stuff. This whole shop is getting a once over, everything in it and the shop itself. So we're doing everything from cleaning out toolboxes, sharpening hedge trimmers, sharpening chainsaws, new filters, new oil, you name it, it's getting done. So I'm just gonna quickly go through what we got here behind me, and like I said, kind of go over it. I'm gonna use this sort of as a prep for myself to kind of see what I have to do, because I haven't looked at all this small stuff on the shelf. Obviously, the mowers, the aerator, the sprayer, that stuff, you're gonna grease everything, check all your tires, change your filters, change your oil, and give everything a really good bath. This Skag's actually for sale, if anyone's interested, $9,500. It is a 2019, it's got 27 hours on it, 52-inch Tiger Cat 2 with Kawasaki engine, clamshell bagger, like I said, basically brand new, 27 hours. All right, so moving on, we've got the sprayer here. That thing needs some parts, the Z spray. We need a few parts for that, and then just a good maintenance on that. Z2, maintenance cleaning, aerator, maintenance cleaning. We're selling this here, Jericho blower buggy with the blower on it. The Billy Goat, I think it's a 9 horsepower Subaru. This thing's like brand new. Let's see, what do we got here? Up there we got an old broken spreader, that's staying there. Right here is just a bunch of random stuff like this. I don't even know how it's gotten this bad, honestly. I'm kind of OCD when it comes to some of this stuff, and I've just let it get out of hand. So I'm going to take this opportunity. We're going to be taking off all these white stickers, which I don't know what those are. They came on it whenever I bought these racks. All those are coming off, and I'm going to get custom stickers. That, or I'm going to get a sticker maker or a sticker printer, something along those lines, and I'm going to make labels for all these. So it's going to say what goes where, what should be where, and kind of take the guesswork out of this and just be more organized. But there's a lot of stuff on here that just needs gone through, and a lot of it honestly just needs to go bye-bye. We don't need it anymore. So a little bit of what we got up here. That's a hose for our old leaf loader. Don't need that, obviously. Some steel parts, some sprayer stuff, old wheelbarrow parts from a wheelbarrow that got destroyed, a level, some tarps, chainsaws, hedge trimmers, the combi attachments for our Milwaukee battery powered combi, which is awesome. We also got the Milwaukee hedge trimmer. We'll be showing you guys a lot more of that come springtime. Some blowers, vacuum slash blower, some of our landscape lighting stuff. You got Bobcat parts, you got Boss parts, you got mower blades, a lot of Duramax parts and diesel parts. Yeah, that box up there has Duramax parts in it. There's probably $2 grand in that box if I had to go buy that stuff new. So definitely be keeping that. But a lot of this stuff just needs to go. Like right there, those few boxes are parts from T180, T190, which I don't even own anymore. So there's a dash from one of our old trucks. There's just a lot of stuff in here that I don't need. So a lot of this stuff needs to go bye-bye. There's an old Velke right there. Obviously don't need that one-wheel Velke. But just a lot of stuff in here. A bunch of gas cans. That stuff all needs to be organized. Old pressure washer. That needs to go bye-bye. These spreaders, those just need to be greased up and cleaned up really. More Duramax parts over here on the end. Some snowplow, Boss parts up there. All kinds of stuff. This aerator, we'll just change the filters and check that out. The gas cap was leaking whenever we were using that, so definitely have to get a new gas cap. I don't know if the tank got dented or whatever. You guys are seeing some stuff over here on the ground I'm not going to talk about yet. Not going to talk about that yet either. We'll go over some of this stuff in a little while. Over here, a bunch of old Kawasaki parts. Got some old Green Touch trimmer racks up there. Wiring harnesses, controllers. That whole box is old snowplow stuff that I'm selling. Selling this brick saw right here. Those toolboxes right there going on the 4500. There's just so much stuff in here, and almost all this stuff needs to go under here. Not almost all of it, but about half of this stuff really on these shelves for sure. Under here is all of our compactors. That's kind of our hardscape stuff right there. Compactors and the block breaker. And then we've got our 2 tillers right there. I got a Troy built tiller over there, which that's more of a residential model. That's actually for my garden at home, but it's over there. And then you got the other little steel. That's a cultivator little tiller thing. I don't know how much tilling that'll actually do, but it's good to scuff up the ground. And then you got the Echo auger right there, which is great for planting plants. But weed barrier out the wazoo, and then here's a bunch of our fittings. I'm gonna make an area or a shelf for all this pipe. I've got all extra fittings and glue and stuff right here, and then I keep a lot of that stuff in stock just because you never know when you're gonna need one or two. So I just keep a lot of it here. The closest Lowe's or Home Depot is 15 minutes, so it's a lot easier just to buy a few of them at a time. And then up here on this upper shelf is a bunch of our spare pipe, and kind of same thing with that. I'll buy 20, 30, 40 feet at a time and just keep it here. And if we have a decent sized job where we need 50, 60 feet, whatever, 100 feet, 200 feet, I'll go buy it. But if we just need a stick or two, I'll just use what we got here. And then over here, again, more randomness. Some sprinklers right there, sprayers, some polysand fertilizer, and some of our liquid application stuff over there. Old stuff from my house, dressers and tables, and there's our dethatcher, old leaf mount, or leaf loader mount right there for our open trailer. That was for our DL10. If anybody wants to buy that, you can come get it. Randomness, there's our paint booth up there, the temporary carport. Wood, seed, I don't even know what's over there. That box has some steel parts in it. Definitely need to keep that. There's another blower over there. There's Brad's blower back there. There's an EBZ 8500 right there. I mean, it's just random. There's stuff everywhere, and it just needs to be clean. Like I said, just a good once over. There's our job box. That thing needs to be cleaned and organized. And honestly, we either need another one or we need a bigger one. That one is not really cutting it anymore. But just random stuff. It's just a mess, to be honest with you. I've done some organizing this winter, but it's not up to my standards, and I really want to get this cleaned up, organized, and like I said, I just wanted to do this video and show you guys the mess I'm working with. So to some of you guys, this probably isn't that bad, and it's really, in the grand scheme of things, not going to take all that long to go through and clean it off, but I've got to sell a lot of this stuff, so a lot of it's probably going to be hanging out over there for a little while. But like I said, I want to get this super organized. I want stickers on there labeling what should go where. I'm probably going to do like a Duramax shelf or a truck shelf. And then I'll do a fall shelf, I'll do a winter shelf, I'll do a handheld shelf, you know, things like that. I'm just gonna clean it up and have things where they need to be, and that way when something's laying around the shop, if I'm not right there to tell Nick or somebody where to put it, they know right where it needs to go. If we hire any employees this year, hopefully we will. Planning on really concentrating on some of that kind of stuff. So I want things to be organized, so whenever someone comes into our system, they can jump right in and things are kind of obvious for them. That's my goal, to make things obvious, not make things confusing, not make things hard. So that is the whole point of January and February right now for me, is to make things obvious, make things a lot easier. So we're gonna see where we can get with this, how far we can get with this, but for today, we're gonna be working on this. And we're also going to be wiring up some of our new salt spreaders. But I'm going to save that for a different video. I'll show you real quick what I got here. Two salt dogs. These are the SHPE2000s. And then that's kind of what I was saying over here earlier, as I'll talk about this later. So that's, some of you guys already saw this and knew exactly what it was, but there's 2 wiring harnesses, 3 controllers. I got a spare brand new in the box controller, and our 2 chutes for these units. So we drove all the way to Ohio. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw we went to Ohio the other day. We left at, or I left my house at 2 a.m. Came to the shop, took the mowers and the mower and the Billy Goat blower off the trailer, and then went and picked up my brother. He lives about 20 minutes from me. Picked him up because he was on the way to Ohio. So off to Ohio we went, 6-hour drive one way. Picked these up, turned around, and came right back home. But it was worth the drive. We got 2 spreaders in great shape, no cracks, everything works. I saw both individual setups work. We got the factory tarps with them, both of those. We got, like I said, both factory uncut wire harnesses, 3 controllers, and then we saw those all work. And we've even got the factory straps that came to hold these guys down. So really nice setups, and both of these were bought at the exact same time too. So awesome on that. But that's where I'm gonna leave that for now. Like I said, I'm gonna do a whole nother video on this, but it was definitely worth us driving over there to pick those up. So for right now, what we're gonna be doing is getting these shelves cleaned off and just trying to get this stuff cleaned up, organized, and make me feel a little bit better. All right, so just like that, we got some major organization done. Took us about 30-35 minutes, but basically, let me step back so we can get a good pan of this here. Didn't touch those pipes, but we have plans to make a rack for those. We got all of our diesel parts right here, all of our truck parts right there. Then we've got our snow stuff right here, kind of in-season stuff right there. Didn't touch a whole lot over here, honestly, but we're gonna make a rack for all of these fittings whenever we do the rack for the pipe up there. So we're gonna stand the pipe up over here along the wall, and then we'll do like a little cubby hole type deal next to it, and that'll hold all of these. All of this, like I said, that's all gotta get sold. Basically, those top two shelves there are getting sold. That's a bunch of engine parts and stuff we don't use anymore. Weed barrier right here, that's gonna stay right where it's at. And then we've got our Bobcat stuff right here. We've got our summer maintenance type stuff, our steel parts and our mower parts, stuff like that up there. Over here, I've kept all of our sprayers and all of our granular stuff down there. A couple of overflow handhelds there, but we've got our blowers up here, or most of our blowers, some of our stuff still in our lawn care trailer. And then we've got some of our attachments for our steel combi system and for our Milwaukee combi system. And then this is kind of what we're working with over on the wall here. We got our chainsaws, hedge trimmers, and then our weed eaters and all of our pole type stuff, longer stuff hanging over there. So that's pretty much where we're at. Shovels hanging out there for now. More stuff that we didn't have room to hang up. And then we've got our rakes up there and shovels over there. So starting to get somewhere. Looks a lot better. I guess I should go over down here too. We've got kind of some of our summer stuff here, landscape lighting, concrete, one of our saws, and then our laser, that's stuff down there. Some fuel cans over on the other end, and then up here we've got our hitches and all of our pens and stuff, all of our spare balls, all of our spare pins. Keep this clearly marked again. It's going to be all about ease of access for everything. You're going to know where everything's at. So we got all of our straps right here, a couple spare binders that we've never needed to break out, but we got 2 new binders, all of our tarps, a couple of air tanks, and that's really pretty much it for now. Like I said, we still got that stuff up there, threw a couple more things up there, but for now, that's where we're going to be at on the shelves. At least now we threw quite a bit of stuff away, honestly. 2 trash cans worth of stuff went in the trash. It was nothing valuable. It was all really old stuff and just old boxes and stuff. But that's where we're at for now on this. Looks a lot better, feels a lot better to me because now I know what's what. So now we are going to do some more organizing, cleaning, things of that nature. And like I said, be on the lookout for the other video, which is going to be us installing these bad boys. We're going to be doing that today too, but we've got a lot more cleaning, organizing, and things of that nature to do today. So that's what we're going to do now. Alright guys, that's all we got for this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought. And like I said, there's a lot more to come on those spreaders. In the next video, we'll be wiring those up, getting everything working, and we might actually be having a little bit of an ice storm coming through. They're calling for maybe 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of ice. So if that comes through, we may even get some footage of us using the spreaders. If it doesn't, we'll just have the install. But hopefully we'll have all that for you here soon. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.